So anyways, good morning and good afternoon to all the students who have joined for today's class. So education and career, we have a study skills bit which is not completed. So I would discuss this particular thing for about 5 minutes and later on we shall move to the next unit. So this is what, you need to identify this pie diagram given here. Okay, and after identifying the pie diagram, what are you supposed to do is, every one of you have a goal in life, every one of you have an ambition, or you have an aspiration, or you want to be something in your life, in your future. And for that, the basic thing is education. Okay, if education is there, you will have a good future, or you will have a good career, or you will have a good job, right? You settle well when you have proper education. So here, observe the following pie diagram, which shows a survey done on 1200 students who have completed class 10 and chosen different career options. They are in grade 8. After 2 years, you'll be in class 10. And then later on, you'll be thinking, oh my God, I'm going to finish my 10th class. What is my future? What's my future education? How do I need to have a proper career? You'll be asking your parents, your teachers, your seniors, or your friends for proper guidance, because you'll not be able to understand which stream should I select. Should I go to intermediate, or should I go to some other stream, or should I go some vocational course, something like that. You'll have a confusion. So here a survey was made on 1200 students. Okay, a survey was made on 1200 students who have finished their 10th class. So now what in this 1200 students, you can see here the 60%, the blue color, they have taken intermediate, 10 plus 1 and 10 plus 2. I mean intermediate after 10th class. Either you go to science stream. In science stream, either you select MPC or BPC, or you'll go to art group like CEC, HEC, and even other streams. Okay, most of us prefer to take either MPC or BPC, biology, physics, chemistry, or maths, physics, chemistry, which come under science stream. The other people take commerce, like CEC, commerce, economics, civics, something like that, or HEC or other groups. Right. So 60% of the students are joining in intermediate. Good amount. Out of 100% of the students, 60%, above 50%, and on average, they are joining intermediate. And you see here, 20% people are going for manual work. This is something, an area of concern. Manual work means what? Doing some household work, working as a labor, working in a factory, working in a company, working in a store or a grocery place or a supermarket, something like that. 20% students are not continuing their education after 10th. Only 60% people are going to intermediate, and 20% people, what are they doing? They're doing manual work, working in shop, working in tea stalls, working in grocery store, working in companies, working in factories. And in 12%, if you see dropouts, my God, dropouts, they don't even complete their 10th. Okay, they skip their 10th in the middle, or they discontinue their studies when they're in class 10. May gives many reasons. Parents support, okay, or interest that we need to study, or we need to have good education, or some other reasons. But dropout should not be there. You should not discontinue your studies until you reach graduation. Now we are in 8th, 10th class, intermediate. After intermediate, you go for either, you go for MSET, or you go for NEET exam, and then you go for either medicine or engineering. Or if you don't want engineering and medicine, you will go for a graduation with some stream of subject, and then post graduation. Then you gain some knowledge so that you can work and you can prove yourself. But you should not discontinue your studies in the middle. Okay, you should continue your studies at least till you reach at least 20 years of age. You have to complete your graduation and post graduation. So vocational courses, now you can see this 3% is vocational course. What do you mean by vocational course? Okay, vocational course is a bit different with compared with the normal course. Okay, in normal course you take MPC, BPC, CHC. In vocational course you take a professional course. I mean, for doing a job like stitching, embroidery, or working like polytechnic, technical courses, something like that. Even polytechnic and vocational courses also come. If somebody is interested in music, they go to music field. If somebody is interested in art, designing, drawing, they go to that field. That is vocational courses. Okay, that doesn't need the application of maths and physics. Okay, art, paint, something like that, or even games, whatever it is, like that. Somebody dancing, some are interested in dancing, great. And polytechnic, technical course. So this is what. Now write a paragraph with the trends in the choice of career based on their pie diagram. Just focus on this one and write your opinion. Okay, like opinion in the sense like why people are going for, most of the people are going for intermediate, and what is the reason for few people to go for manual work, and why are few people discontinuing, like dropouts, and why few people are choosing polytechnic. Only 5% are choosing polytechnic, 3% are choosing vocational course. So on that you just write a paragraph in your classwork. Now, if you have elders in your family, like brothers who have completed 10th class or intermediate or degree or whatever it is, graduation, interview any 5 to 10 intermediate students. Not only intermediate, you can even go for graduation and get the following. Now, don't roam here and there. We are in COVID world. Okay, we need to have safety measures in your family, mother or father or sister or someone else, a niece or nephew or whoever it is there in the house. Ask them what course they have studied, what subjects they have taken, and what is the scope. I'll tell you my personal experience. I'll tell you. I have taken biotechnology after completing my intermediate. I've taken biotechnology. Okay, with biotechnology I thought I could become a research scientist or something like a kind of science where I do some research in science. Unfortunately, I didn't read well. Okay, fine. So dropped again, came to English, MA English, and chosen like MA English and started to teach English in schools and different schools like that. Even someone will be like, yeah. Okay. Somebody's sister is doing polytechnic. So now polytechnic, what subject she's studying in polytechnic, and what is her career options? I mean, if you study polytechnic, what is going to happen? What kind of job you are going to get? If you take a graduation and finish a subject, for example, I'll tell you now name of the student. Okay, like for example, Rakesh. Course. Okay, he has taken graduation, electronics and communications. Subject studied mathematics, physics, something like that. Career options will be an engineer, will be a software engineer, something like that. Or name of the student. Okay, Harinandan. Course BPSU thing. Subject studied biology, physics, chemistry. Career options, doctor. Or let us take Krishan, MPC. Okay, subject studied maths, physics, chemistry. Okay, lecturer or an engineer, something like that. So you please, everybody, not I cannot tell everybody now. Choose, just find out from people and do it. Okay, so this is the work. Just write, just in a classwork, make a table and write at least 3 to 4 people. Don't roam here and there in your locality. Yeah? In your family only, you just ask mother, father, sister, brother, whoever it is. Okay, fine. Let's go to unit 3. Unit 3 is about, let me see, show you the theme. Theme is art and culture. Art. India is a land of rich culture, heritage, art. Okay, if you go to temples, if you go to mosques, if you go to churches, you find different art engraved on the walls of the temple or walls of the the masjid, or if you go to mosque or if you go to church. Okay, and our country is a country of great culture. We are like unity in diversity. We are diversified. Okay, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, from top to bottom, from the east to west, we have different people with different religions. Okay, different culture, different food styles, different dressing styles, different mannerisms. Now, if you go in Telangana, we speak Telangana with a slang. If you go to Andhra, the slang is different. Okay, if you go to Tamil Nadu, theirs different. Okay, their language is different, their dressing style is different. If you go to Punjab, okay, their dressing style is different. Similarly, their habits, okay, their way of living is also different. Now, if you see in Telangana region, we eat most rice. Rice is a staple crop. We eat rice. That's our culture. If you go to northern states like Delhi or Punjab or something like that, chapati or roti. Food habits changed. Dressing styles changed. Language changed. Right. So, but we are still all unified as one nation. So, art and culture will be talking about. If you see Christian marriage is different, Hindu marriage is different, Muslim marriage is different, Jains are there, Sikhs are there, Buddhists are there, Jews are there. It's a myriad. Actually, our country is a land of different culture and different religions, and we have a rich cultural heritage. Okay, India is a great country for the culture. Sampradayam, Samskruti Sampradayam. Okay, we respect the fellow being, we show hospitality. That's the great culture what Indians have. We respect other people's values. Okay, when a foreigner comes, also we welcome them with utmost respect. Okay, now we've women, a far country has a different dressing style with northern style. If you go to the other countries, they have different style. Our culture has lot of values. Our culture has lot of values. We respect the values of other people. Now, when we talk about culture and art and culture, you might be seeing many people, handicrafts people, handloom people who do a lot of work like preparing pots, work weaving the cloth and making the dolls. All these people, they all come under the art of our country. Okay, somebody has done some painting on a wall, it's art. Somebody has prepared a toy or a doll, it's a art. Somebody has stitched or woven a nice cloth, piece of cloth, handmade cloth, it's an art. So here the story of Ikat. Let's see what the story is about Ikat and everything. Let's enter into the story. I hope everybody are. We have three lessons. That is the story of Ikat, the earthen goblet, it's a poem, and master with a machine. Even when we talk about art, like someone said, dance, music is an art. So writing songs is an art. Composing poems is an art. Writing articles is an art. Writing essays is an art. Speaking also is an art. So many art. Okay. Right. Let's see. Now we can see a potter, is molding the clay into a wonderful earthen goblet or a pot. So art and culture, look at the pictures and answer the questions. You can see here different dolls with different attire. Attire means dressing or the getup. You can see a turban on the head of this man. Okay, you can see him wearing a kind of, Izam kind of thing and a lungi kind of thing. And here, even this woman, and this picture, you can see different chains or beads arranged as a chain. And then down you can see some idols of Vinayaka, and here you can see one art form of a dance. So all this together come under art and culture. Okay. What do you see in the picture? Where do you find them? You find different. Now, season of August and September, you celebrate Vinayak Chauthi, and even toys made up of clay are very prominent. And even this on cultural events, these dances are performed. And are these handicrafts and dance forms a part of our culture? Give reasons. Yes. Handicraft, something which is prepared by hand, not by a machine. Today, the technology is so advanced that we have everything ready-made. Now, my shirt is also ready-made. It's prepared in a factory. It is not woven it, or it is not weaved by a person. Okay, a machine is going to put all the threads in the proper order and make a cloth. So similarly, handicrafts are something which are made by and not with the help of a machine. And we need to encourage our handloom industry. Chenita Karmikulu Telugu. Okay, Chenita Karmikulu. We should encourage them. Handicraft people, they do a lot of work, and those products made by hands or handicrafts, it's durable, and it lasts for a longer time. I mean, okay, they don't, and we need to encourage people who are taking handloom products. Okay, because many companies are there which produce artificial things, but naturally, these handicraft people, the laborers who do this toys and weave the cloth, they spend a lot of hard time in working hard to prepare a cloth or to prepare a toy. But we don't buy those things. We buy something imported from China. We don't encourage our own products, but we encourage some other products manufactured by XYZ company. We should not do that. We should encourage our own region. We should encourage our own products. So talk about art, culture, and form. We shall do it. Okay, we'll arrange one day. I'll give you a topic, and in the Zoom only you're supposed to speak one by one with video on. Story of Ikat. We'll just have little information, one paragraph we'll see, and we'll come to that. It's already 12:53. The story of Ikat. I'll tell you what is Ikat. Let's let it be like suspense. Bell rang for the next class. The small break before the next class was enough for the children. See, I'll tell you one thing. Minder sir class completed in physical. Minder sir class completed. Next teacher should arrive. Within this small, minute gap, that will be sufficient for you to people to do all the kind of noise in the class. Once teacher leaves the class, we chat. Hey, come on, what did you bring for lunch? Hey, interval time. This has happened. This thing. My relatives have come today. I need to watch cricket match. All these gossips, and chattering, babble. All these things happen in the classroom. Small break before the next class was enough for the children. For you, it is enough. They moved around and started chatting. First bench person goes and chats with the last bench person. Last bench person comes and does something near the front area in the classroom. Somebody exchanges notebooks, somebody exchanges talks, everything happened. They moved around and started chatting, talking to each other. The mandatory 5 minutes was over and the teacher did not come. Soon after, when teacher leaves, hardly 1 or 2 minutes time will be there for the next teacher to arrive. But 5 minutes passed away. Teacher did not enter into the classroom, and the children are busy in their own talk. The children started wondering. So it is surprised. Why ma'am is not coming? See, 12:30 I said scheduled my class. 12:30 if I don't come, English sir is not coming today. Today's Zoom class is not there. We can enjoy. We can rest for some time. You feel loud or not? You feel like that. Children started wondering, Ramya, do you think Janaki teacher is absent? So one student asked other student by name Ramya. What he has asked, do you think Janaki teacher is absent? I think Janaki ma'am is on leave. Today Mahinder sir is on leave. So no Zoom class. Somebody says that. Ramya looking out of the classroom said, how do I know? Will teacher inform me or what? Teacher may inform principal or vice principal or the head of the institution, but she will not inform the students, most probably. Okay, if she's really concerned about the work, children, tomorrow I'm going to take leave. So in my class, if someone comes for substitution, please do this work. Teachers also will assign the work like that. How do I know? A few students were grinning, looking at this. Everyone knew Ramya loved Janaki teacher who taught them social studies. Ramya is little bit affectionate to Janaki teacher. Okay, and Ramya's favorite teacher is social teacher by name Janaki teacher, who taught them social studies. Janaki teacher taught social studies. I think you also have one teacher as your favorite teacher. Okay, yes or no? If teacher doesn't come on. Okay, Arinandan, why science ma'am is absent? What do I know? So it didn't tell me anything. Teacher did not inform me. But a few students have, like a favorite teacher or whom they, adore for. Okay. So like that, they have asked Ramya, do you know why social ma'am has not come? So we'll see whether social teacher has come to school or she has not come to school. What she brought, everything we shall see in the next class. We have only just little. We talked about classroom was mess up when the teacher left. Okay, the other children were very busy in conversation, talking to each other, chattering, and 5 minutes completed. Teacher did not come. Once the student asked Ramya why social ma'am has not come. Ramya said, "How do I know? Teacher may be absent or not. How do I know? She will not communicate with me." But all the school class children know that Ramya is, Janaki teachers. Ramya is a favorite student of Janaki teacher. So they have asked her because she is your favorite teacher. She might be telling you something. So they have asked. Okay. And Janaki teacher teaches social studies. So with this, for today's class, we'll have a gap. We shall meet in tomorrow's class. Okay. Hope you have understood what you're supposed to do. I will unmute you people now. If you want, you can have it talk for 1 or 2 minutes. And later on, we shall conclude the class. I've unmuted everybody. It's over to you now. Anybody would like to say anything? Unmuted, no, everybody? You can.
In the same way,
Harinandan?
would you think the same way in your childhood?
Audio is not clear, beta.
So did you think in the same way in your childhood?
Which way?
Like whenever the teacher will not come.
See, I'll tell you one thing. During my childhood, two teachers were very favorite to me. Okay, one teacher is by name Petula. Actually, she taught me when I was in grade 3. She taught me ABCD because I was not very good at studies in my earlier classes. She was the inspirational teacher for me. Okay, and the other teacher is my science teacher, biology teacher. Okay, Raja Reddy. He was very good, sir. He used to explain biology so well that I was completely involved in his class. Biology, I was doing absolutely 100% good. Okay. Whenever sir doesn't come also, I used to feel little disappointed when today's class is missing. Because he used to explain biology in such a way that we were completely engrossed and we were completely, we don't even divert our interest while service telling. He taught for few days, for few years, English and biology. So he is my favorite. Even I felt like that in my childhood. During my graduation, one sir named by name Azim sir was there. My biotechnology lecturer. He was also very good. He used to encourage a lot. And his classrooms were very lively with comedy, at the same time subject and everything. Teachers are good. They inspire us a lot. Still, anything else?
No, sir.
Yeah, shall we conclude the class?